Welcome to Stop, Look, and Do, narrated Nashville tours at your pace. This is a stop-by-stop tour, not a real-time walk. I'll get you oriented at each stop, give you a quick look, an optional do if you want to go inside or spend time there, and then I'll point you to the next spot. After I give you directions to the next stop, pause the video and do the walk. When you arrive, hit play again, and we'll pick right back up. If you lose your place, use the chapters to jump to the stop where you're standing. I'll be here to guide you along the way. Today's tour is the Nashville First Timers Downtown Loop. We'll explore the area around Broadway and hit the biggest downtown landmarks along the way. This route is 1.8 miles, with a dozen must-see stops for a Nashville first-timer. If you keep moving, it's roughly 45 minutes to an hour, if you're mostly looking as you go. If you stop and do the attractions, this can easily turn into a full day or more. If this tour helps you, hit like, subscribe, and check out my other Stop, Look, and Do tour routes. I've also got travel planning lists and a 24/7 live cam showing what downtown and Lower Broadway look like right this very second. Okay, we're starting at the Broadway entrance to 5th and Broadway. Find Hattie B's, across from Bridgestone Arena between 5th and 6th Avenues. You should see something like this in front of you. If not, pause the video and hit play again when you get there. If you're standing at 5th and Broadway, you're at the big mixed-use complex right on Broadway, not at 5th Avenue itself. You should see the retail entrances and the flow of people coming in and out. I call this your downtown base camp. When Broadway gets loud, or you need to reset your brain, this is one of the easiest places to do it. It's food, shopping, and indoor space all in one city block. On the ground level, you've got retail like Buck Mason and Levi's, and a bunch of other stores you can just wander through. Assembly Food Hall is here, up the escalators either by Shake Shack or inside these doors. It's basically a choose-your-own-adventure for food, and it's open daily with late hours on the weekends. Skydeck, an open-air event venue, is on the 3rd floor here. There are also 2 large towers, one commercial and one residential. Don't be afraid to explore this block. There's a lot to see here. If you need a practical win, this is a great place to handle the boring stuff that keeps a day on track. Grab some food, regroup, and yes, use the restroom like a responsible adult. All great ways to begin this tour. If you drove in, this info may be coming a little too late, but there's a public parking garage under this complex. It's open 24/7 with entrances off Broadway and 5th Avenue. It's not cheap, but it's incredibly convenient. And if you want a real do right out of the gate, the National Museum of African American Music is here too. It's one of those places you can finish in an hour, but you can lose half a day here just as easily. Alright, next up is the Ryman. When you're ready to leave 5th and Broadway, head out towards 5th Avenue near Shake Shack, then cross using the Ryman-themed crosswalk. The Ryman Auditorium is right there. Maybe grab a photo before you cross the street. That's a seriously historic location. Pause the video now, do the walk, and hit play again when you're standing in front of the Ryman. If you just crossed over from 5th and Broadway, and you're standing on the northwest corner of the Ryman, you're in the right place, near the driveway side on 5th Avenue. Quick detail that a lot of people miss. This side is the old front. Back when the Ryman was built, this was the main approach. If you want a great photo without fighting the main entrance crowd, this side is perfect. Grab a quick pic on these steps before we keep moving. You're also standing in the Ryman Icon Walk. This is where the Ryman's been placing bronze statues of legends around the building. Bill Monroe and Loretta Lynn are right here near the driveway. Now keep walking east along the north side of the building, towards the front. As you walk, look up at the stained glass windows. They're one of the most iconic visual features of the Ryman, to the point that the crosswalk you just used was literally designed to look just like them. If you're into that kind of detail, I've got a quick video on the crosswalk on my channel. As you come around toward the front on 4th Avenue, this is the classic Ryman moment. The modern entrance is on this side. You'll see the main steps, and you've got the little Jimmy Dickens statue facing 4th Avenue. You'll also usually see people taking the "I made it" photo. If you see the big Ryman letters, that's the photo op spot. Take the pic. No shame. It's mandatory. A quick do here is the Ryman gift shop near the entrance. The full do is the Ryman tour. You can do it fast, or you can get sucked into it if you actually care about music history. If you're going to make any stop a do on this tour, this is one of your best bets. But before that, let's finish the loop that a lot of tourists accidentally miss. From the front steps of the Ryman, head down and start working your way around the south side into Ryman Alley, between the Ryman and Morgan Wallen's bar. This alley is part history, part shortcut, and part, oh, so that's how people get around down here. Ryman Alley has a lot of old Nashville energy, and it comes with some legend too. Artists used to slip out from backstage at the Ryman and cut through here to hit the honky-tonks for a drink before or after shows, and sometimes even during a show if you believe the stories. That's Nashville. Everything on top of everything. You can even see the gated backstage doors on the side of the Ryman as we reach the end of the alley. Here's a local tip. A lot of Broadway spots have alley entrances and side doors. If the front door lines on Broadway are insane, it can be worth a quick look around back to see if there's another way in. Not every place does it, and sometimes they'll still route you to the front, but it is a real thing downtown, and this alley is one of the best spots to pull it off. A basic rule though, don't be weird about it. If it's clearly staff only or blocked, keep moving. But here in Ryman Alley, you'll find great access to some of the most historic honky-tonks Broadway has to offer. So now continue through the alley, doing your best to ignore that smell, and work back up towards 5th Avenue. We'll pop back out close to where we started. Our next stop is going to be Bridgestone Arena. Turn left here and head south towards Broadway. Stay on this side of the street and take a selfie in front of the Legends Corner mural along the way. At the corner of 5th Avenue and Broadway, cross diagonally to Bridgestone. Just be sure to wait your turn. Pause the video now, do the walk, and hit play again when you're standing in front of Bridgestone Arena. If you're standing in front of Bridgestone Arena near the Pekka Rinne statue, you're in the right place. The statue sits out on the main plaza near the corner of Broadway and 5th Avenue. This is Bridgestone Arena, home of the Nashville Predators, and one of the busiest buildings downtown when there's a game or a big show. It opened in 1996, and depending on the setup, it holds roughly 17,000 fans for hockey and up to 20,000 people for concerts. Take the quick photo here. If you want the classic shot, frame the statue with the arena behind it. If you want the practical shot, turn around and grab a wide angle of Broadway with the Batman building in the background so you can prove you are actually here. If you want a useful stop right here, the Nashville Visitor Center is inside the glass tower, and it's typically open from 9 to 5. It's a great place for maps, quick advice, and a legit reset moment. One more thing to keep in mind while you're here. Bridgestone is about to get a serious facelift. The Predators announced a major multi-year upgrade starting in the summer of 2026, with work running all the way to 2030. This area will transform quite dramatically over the next half-decade, so take an extra photo for posterity. Alright, next up is the Walk of Fame Park. From Bridgestone Arena Plaza, continue south on 5th Avenue, one block, stopping to get the obligatory photo in front of the Smashville statue along the way. Cross 5th Avenue to your left at Demumbrian, and the Music City Walk of Fame is right there. And it's free. Pause the video now, do the walk to the end of the block, and hit play again when you're standing in Walk of Fame Park, near all the stars in the concrete. If If you're standing by Walk of Fame Park and you can see granite stars in the ground, you're in the right place. This park sits on Demumbrian Street between 4th and 5th Avenues, across from the Country Music Hall of Fame. This is the Music City Walk of Fame, and it's one of the easiest Nashville-proof stops downtown. The whole point is the stars, so do the obvious thing. Find an artist you love and take the photo with your foot on their name. Corny? Yes. Effective? Also yes. This is also a great little breather spot because it's open space, it's calmer than Broadway, and it's free to visit. Just know that as a downtown hub, it can get blocked off during special events, so if it looks fenced or busy, that's probably why. The do move here is simple. Sit for a minute, reset, hydrate, and enjoy the green space in the middle of the city. For quick orientation, Bridgestone Arena is west, the Hilton is north. If you look east, you'll see the Schermerhorn Symphony Center with some high-rises behind it. And to the south is our next stop, the Country Music Hall of Fame. It's directly across the street. Head to the sidewalk along Demumbrian and cross over to the big museum complex at either 4th or 5th Avenue. Yes, it's pronounced Demumbrian. And yes, it's a tell that you're a tourist. At the corner, try to eavesdrop on some other tourists attempting to say it. Even odds that you hear someone say Demon Brewin', like evil coffee. Pause the video now, cross over, and hit play again when you're standing right outside the Country Music Hall of Fame. If you're standing outside the big modern museum right across from Walk of Fame Park, you're at the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum. You'll know it by the massive, clean-lined building where the front windows resemble black piano keys. Even if you don't go inside, this is one of the most important landmarks in downtown Nashville. This whole pocket of town is basically Music Museum Row. It's calmer than Broadway, it's walkable, and it's where you can feel Nashville being Nashville without getting shoulder-checked by a bachelorette party. But here's the real point. This is country music history in one building. Not just songs you know, but the whole story of how the genre evolved, who shaped it, and why Nashville became the center of it. If you've ever liked a country song in your life, the odds are that the road that made it possible runs straight through this place. This is also a great spot to do the look tour version of this route. Stand here, take in the building, and people watch for a minute or two. You're going to see everyone from hardcore country fans to tourists who just got dragged here because someone said they love country music once in 2009. The nice thing about this stop is you can spend as much or as little time here as you'd like. A quick do is to simply walk the lobby and hit the gift shop. Even if you're not doing the full museum, it's worth a browse. And there's a serious photo op with the gold record wall. I'm not going to ruin the scavenger hunt for you. You'll find it. If you'd like to spend a little more time here, check out Hatch Show Print. If you like old school poster art and classic Nashville design, this is a really cool mini stop. There's also an indoor connection to the Omni Hotel, and that whole interior corridor has extra shops and places to duck into if you feel like exploring even further. If you're looking for the full experience, do the museum. They recommend budgeting at least 2 hours, and most visitors average that just for the galleries. If you actually care about music, you can go way longer without trying. Either way, this is easily one of the best do candidates on the whole loop. From the front of the Hall of Fame, head towards the 4th and Demumbrian intersection and cross diagonally towards the Schermerhorn. You're aiming for the big statue in the plaza at that corner called the Recording Angel. Pause the video now, do this quick walk, and hit play again when you're standing in front of that statue. If you're standing by the big golden angel statue at the corner of 4th and Demumbrian, you're at the back corner of the Schermerhorn Symphony Center, home of the Nashville Symphony. It's a landmark for this area, and it's one of those only in Nashville pieces of public art. Obvious photo op. From here, keep walking north up 4th Avenue along the side of the Schermerhorn. In a minute, you'll come up on the Birth of Apollo fountain. This is a really solid photo spot because you've got the fountain, the landscaping, and the architecture all in one frame. Easiest group shot is everyone sitting on the fountain. From here, you're going to turn right and continue walking down the plaza in front of the actual Symphony Center. This is one of the prettiest buildings downtown, and it's a nice contrast from the Broadway neon. Take a few seconds here and just look around. Then keep moving around the front corner of the building towards 3rd Avenue South. On this side, you'll find the Fallen Firefighters Memorial. It's a quiet spot tucked away from the main flow of traffic. If you've got a second, it's worth a respectful pause. Your optional do here is one of the best free views downtown. From this side of the Schermerhorn, we're right at the entrance to the John Siegenthaler pedestrian bridge. If you want skyline photos, river photos, or the "I'm actually in Nashville" shot, walk up onto the bridge for a few minutes. You don't have to cross the whole thing. Even just going partway out and turning back gets you great views of the Cumberland River, the Korean Vets Bridge, Nissan Stadium, and the downtown skyline. Whether you go up for the views or not, we're meeting back at the bridge entrance to continue. Pause the video now, do the walk, and consider how steep that first bridge section actually is. When you're ready to continue north up 3rd Avenue, hit play again. If you're standing on 3rd Avenue South at the base of the pedestrian bridge, you're in the right place. You're basically at the edge of the honky-tonk highway, and this block is one of the most underrated stretches where Broadway spills onto the side streets. This block is a mashup of New Nashville and Old Nashville. You've got bars, quick food, candy, a museum, and a hotel all packed into one short block. It's also a great break zone because you can grab a drink, grab a snack, or duck inside somewhere without committing to the full Broadway situation. You'll pass places like Lainey Wilson's and Show Pony. There's also Goo Goo Cluster Shop and the Moxie. The Moxie is basically a magnet for people trying to stay in the middle of the action, and I've got it covered in my Closest Hotels to Broadway video, if you're hotel shopping. And you've got a heavy hitter right here, the Johnny Cash Museum. If you see a line of people that looks like they're about to go pay their respects, that's probably where they're headed. You'll also be right next to some of the big Broadway rooms, so if someone in your group needs a quick break, it's totally acceptable to pop into a honky-tonk for 5 minutes and then keep moving. And if what you actually need is food and a sit-down reset, Sun Diner is right here on this block. It's an easy, we need to eat now stop that doesn't blow up the rest of your route. This tour is at your pace for a reason. You've got two really good options for spending some time here. The quick one is the Goo Goo Cluster Shop. If you want a quick Nashville original souvenir that's not a t-shirt, this is a great move. And if you've got the time, do the fun version and make your own Goo Goo Cluster. It's fast, it's unique, and it's an easy win. If you want to spend a little more time here, check out the Johnny Cash Museum. If you love Johnny, this is one of the best quick museums downtown. You can do it relatively fast, but most people end up taking their time because it's wall-to-wall artifacts, photos, and the real Johnny Cash story. Take your time on this block if you want. Our next stop is Riverfront Park and the train station. From here, you're going to continue north up 3rd Avenue towards Broadway, then turn right on Broadway and head toward the river. At the end of Broadway, cross over towards the train station. If you get distracted on Broadway, I understand, but try to keep moving downhill until you get to the river. Pause the video now, do the walk, and hit play again when you get to the train station. If you're standing at the end of Broadway by the train station, you're at Riverfront Station, right where downtown meets the Cumberland River. This is the commuter rail stop, and it's also a big orientation point because everything funnels through here. Now let's walk out towards the Riverfront path. Once you're near the riverside, this is your Cumberland moment. The water is always doing something. If you're lucky, you'll see a barge cruising through, a river cruise boat, or even the General Jackson out there. Across the river is Nissan Stadium, and you'll also have a solid view of the large Ghost Ballet art installation. Look up to your right and you'll see the pedestrian bridge stretching across the river. You may or may not have been up there already. And don't miss the obvious stuff right here in front of you, the steps and the park along the riverfront. If you want the best photos, walk down closer to the water and grab a few shots from the lower paths. The reflections can look really good depending on the light, and it doesn't require any talent. Before you leave the riverfront area, do the obvious photo. Turn around and look back up Broadway from here. This is one of the cleanest, I'm actually in Nashville angles you can get. You've got Broadway stretching uphill into the neon and the river behind you. And yes, you're allowed on that little concrete island area that seems to punctuate Broadway. It's a great spot for the Broadway photo. Just stay alert and don't drift into traffic while you're lining it up. Okay, our next stop is going to be at 2nd and Broadway. To get there, head back up Broadway on the opposite side of the street, in front of Hard Rock Cafe, and walk 1 block to 2nd Avenue. Pause the video now, take this quick walk, and hit play again when you're standing at the intersection of 2nd and Broadway. If you're standing at 2nd Avenue and Broadway, this isn't a stop so much as a short walk through. 2nd Avenue North is one of the best side streets downtown because it's still close to the Broadway energy, but it usually feels a little more walkable with more shops and a slightly different vibe. Start heading north up 2nd Avenue and just take it in. This stretch is built for quick wins. Pop into a shop, grab a drink, get a breather, and then keep moving without getting sucked into a full Broadway spiral. As you walk, you'll pass a mix of heavy hitters and wild cards. You've got places like Coyote Ugly, which is basically its own genre of nightlife. You've also got newer headline spots in this area, like Luke Combs' Category 10 and The Spot from Snoop and Dre. Even if you don't go in, it's worth noting them as you pass, just so you know what's where. If you want to do a quick break here, do it. Duck into a bar for a few songs, grab a drink, cool off, get ice cream, just regroup. It's totally acceptable. This tour is at your pace, not my pace. One important note while you're on this street. 2nd Avenue was the center of the Christmas morning 2020 bombing in Nashville, and a lot of this area has been rebuilt and brought back to life since then. As you walk, you'll notice parts of the street feel newer or refreshed compared to the older historic blocks nearby. Our next stop is going to be Bankers Alley. To get there, keep moving north up 2nd Avenue, past Commerce Street and Church Street, and watch for a narrow alley entrance on your left. Bankers Alley cuts between 2nd and 3rd, so once you see it, turn in. Pause the video now, enjoy your stroll up 2nd. Hit play again and I'll catch up with you when we're in Bankers Alley. If you're standing in Bankers Alley, you made it. This is one of those downtown pockets that feels like a different Nashville, even though you're only a block off the main streets. Bankers Alley has a cool tucked-away vibe. It's narrow, it's quiet, and it feels more like you found something instead of being herded into it. Take a second and look around. 3 quick things to check out right here. First, Black Rabbit. If you want a legit cocktail break, this is one of the better stops downtown. It's a good grown-up drink option. Second, the Bankers Alley Hotel. Even if you're not staying here, peek inside. It's a nice little boutique hotel moment and a good place to cool off for a second. Third, the Embrace mural. It's one of the best quick photo ops on this loop, and it's right here in the alley. If you want a quick do here, grab a drink, grab a photo, take a few minutes and breathe. This is the kind of spot that can save you for the rest of the day. Our next stop is going to be Printers Alley. To get there, keep moving through Bankers Alley towards 3rd Avenue, cross at the crosswalk and continue straight. Notice the Guitars and Automobiles mural stretching the length of the building on your left. Once you reach Skull's Rainbow Room, you're there. Pause the video now, walk through the alley, and hit play again when we're standing outside of Skull's. standing just outside of Skull's Rainbow Room, you're in the right place. This is one of the most iconic little corridors downtown, and it feels like Nashville's secret side street, even though it's famous. This is your photo op. Stand right here and take the shot looking down Printer's Alley. The signs, the lights, the narrow perspective. It's one of the best photos in downtown. A short do here, just do the simple loop. Walk down the block to the far end and get a photo with the big Printer's Alley sign that spans Church Street. Then turn around and walk back. You'll get the whole vibe without committing to anything. If you want to spend a bit more time here, actually duck inside a couple of places. Printer's Alley is more of a bar hop lane than a single destination, so the do version is letting yourself pop in somewhere, grab a drink, maybe catch a song or three, then we can keep moving. Whenever you're ready, we're heading to the arcade next. From Skulls, keep walking to the end of Banker's Alley until you hit 4th Avenue. Sinatra Bar and Lounge will be on your left, and the Bobby Hotel on your right. Cross 4th Avenue here, and the entrance to the arcade will be to the right. If you want a silly diversion and it's open, go check out the rooftop of the Bobby. They have a full-size bus up there. Pause the video now, do your loop down Printer's Alley if you want, then head the rest of the way up Banker's Alley to the arcade entrance. Hit play again when we're there, and we'll continue. If you're standing in front of the arcade, you're in the right place. This is one of the oldest little downtown passages, and it's basically a covered shortcut that turns into a mini shopping lane. The arcade is narrow, historic, and full of little storefronts on both sides. This is where you do the wander and window shop version of Nashville. If you need a break from the weather, the crowds, or just the general downtown volume, this is a great corridor. As you walk through, take a second to look up and around. The architecture has that old-school downtown passageway feel, and the shops change over time, so it's always a little different. The only required do here is simple. Slow down and browse. If something catches your eye, pop in. If not, just enjoy the change of pace and keep moving. Continue straight through, crossing Arcade Alley, and make your way to the far exit. When you come out the other side, you'll be on 5th Avenue. Pause the video, enjoy your time at the arcade, and hit play again when you've exited onto 5th Avenue and we're ready to head back towards Broadway. Alright, this is the home stretch. Keep this video playing as we leave the arcade. Turn left and head down 5th Avenue back towards Broadway. This short walk has a lot packed into it. You'll pass spots like Frothy Monkey and Puckett's, and even the Snooki shop. Keep an eye out for murals too. The Revive mural and the Good Trouble mural are both easy photo ops if you're into that. As you reach Broadway, you're basically back where we started, right around 5th and Broadway in the Ryman area, near Legends Corner and Bridgestone. That's the whole tour. You just did the Nashville First Timers Downtown Loop. At this point, you've got the whole downtown core mapped, which is the real win. You're not a first timer anymore. You know your way around. Now use this loop like your own personal tool. If you need food, restrooms, or a quick break, you know where the best spots to slip out are. You want some history? You know which doors to walk through. Do you want noise and neon? You're literally standing at the edge of the honky-tonk highway. Go do Nashville your way. If this tour helped, awesome. Hit like and subscribe. All the good stuff. And let me know what your favorite stop was. And if you want to see what downtown and Lower Broadway looks like right now before you commit to anything, you can always pull up my 24/7 live cam. It's the easiest way to check crowds, weather, and the overall vibe in real time. Thanks for hanging out with me. Enjoy Nashville, and I'll see you again soon on Broadway.